Who are you? Who am I? Are you sure you want to know? The story I have to tell you, or the review I have to give you, is not one that is taken from the lies, but the filthy truths of the heart of a vampire. If someone told you that I was just another one of your average everyday biochemists that had a care to cure cancer and to relieve to relieve the disease or to get rid of the disease, to drive out the disease by using the next penicillin, someone lied to you. If you have any idea what I am, take a bloody hint. You see, my thing is, I've become something wicked, something vicious, something dangerous. There's this noise that vampires use as an echolocation when they get closer to the dark, seeing what they... yes. As they get closer and closer to hypnotize their prey. And then... The truth of the matter is, if you've ever taken synthetic blood from my blood, that you have become something better. I, on the other hand, have become something monstrous, something fatal, something vampiric. Suddenly, I wake up and I'm jacked. I'm robust. And I have a taste to consume blood. In spite of any or no expectations, Morbius the Living Vampire was not something I was ever hyped to see. Even when it was originally set to release back in July of 2020, I had no anticipation for it, but was willing to give it a try since it is canon to Sony's Spider-Man universe. I guess at some point, I must team up without a question in the world and contribute to going after this Spider-Man. But after the financial success and the mixed critical reception of Venom and its sequel, Carnage, there was an ounce of hope that I had for Morbius that it would deliver on that entertainment front, regardless of how redundant and mundane the actual narrative is. Everybody loves a good monster story, but we have seen plenty of vampires in a Marvel film already. And we're already going to tap into the supernatural going forward. Are you ready? I know I am. I must begin by saying that Jared Leto injects Morbius with the purely passionate, blood-pumping performance. Jared Leto, like Tom Hardy, is a Batman villain turned Spider-Man villain. And what he pours into the role is synonymous with the actor's real-life image. The action is the type of supernatural vibes that can be of service to any Marvel property that decides to go this route, like Moon Knight, which I absolutely adore. The slow-mo cinematography and echolocation visuals help to implement and supplement Morbius's vampiric qualities when in action. It goes something like this echolocation you hear. Oh, yes. I feel it in the walls, in the apartments, in the houses, in the rooftops. Only one vampire continues to remain. You see, I tend to have this hunch of believing any project that is studio driven rather than director driven has a greater potential of breeding a towering tale, unless the studio and director's heads are on one accord. I guess that is why Morbius does not work, while Venom Let There Be Carnage is efficient. Sony continues to remain in their comfort zone of adapting an iconic Spider-Man foe and continuing this cliche of curing diseases that they have been doing since day one in 2002 and continue to do 20 years later. These plot devices are repetitive nowadays, and this is what does not keep us coming back to see these films. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 17%. Morbius felt like a self-dreaded experiment from the beginning. It will not be as rewatchable or as entertaining as both of the Venom films so far, but the acting, horrific action, and crisply condensed visuals in the form of bat radar can only compensate for little. It deserves a 5.9 out of 10. Morbius is an amazing character. He looks good, he sounds good, and he's morbid. But this presentation made by Sony just doesn't ride with all of us. It doesn't hit home, and it's not loyal to the source material. It's a bloody shame. Even the monster is not proud. Thank you for your time and your effort and your respect and your dignity to watch my take on Morbius. You can kindly share your negative thoughts in the comments down below. Happy Mondays, and I'll see you all next time with my next reviews.